Okay guys, we're going to be making the round box bag now. Okay, you need your carry board or your breast pad. I'm using breast pad as a replacement for carry board. I don't want it to be too thick. Okay, and then you're going to need your marco, your main fabric. If you're combining ankara and leather, get them ready. And then you need your lining and your chain if you want your chain handle. Okay, so now I'm going to use this size. I'm going to use this length. This is a length of 10 inches. Okay, and I want the width now of my top and bottom panel to be 4, that's 8 inches. That's on fold, it will be 4 inches. So I'm going to mark my 4 inches point at the top and repeat the same thing at the bottom, so I can go ahead and make my curved sides. Okay, so after marking your 4 inches on both sides, you curve the edge. Okay, you curve it to the till you get to the point, to the midpoint, and then you repeat the same thing on the bottom side. As you turn it upside down and repeat the same thing then. Okay, if you want it to be covered, to have a more curved edge, you're going to use a larger fabric and make a larger curve. I don't want mine to be too curved, so I'm going to cut it out now. Use it to cut out the other panels. Okay, that's my marco. Okay, so I have 2 of my carry board or the breast pad and 2 of my marco. You can see that it's not that curvy. If you want it to be more curvy, use a wider fabric and make a larger curve at the sides. So I'll go ahead now and cut my bottom panel as well as my side panels. So before cutting my bottom and side panels, I'm going to take measurements. Okay, so the bottom panel now is 8 inches, so that means the marco and carry board for the bottom panel is going to be 8 inches, while that of the side panel is 10 inches. So that means the marco and the carry board I'm going to use for the side panel are going to be 10 inches respectively. So I'm going to go ahead now and cut that, and then we can now cut our fabrics for that's the lining and the main material fabrics for all the panels, and then we are going to gum them in place just like we do while making the normal box bags. Going to cut them in place. Okay, so now I've cut out all my panels. I have 2 for my carry board or breast pad, 2 of my marco, then 2 of my bottom panels. My side panels, I don't want it to be too thick, so I'm going to use just marco for my side panels. So my side panels are just one on each side, so they're going to look like this at the end of the day. The width of the measurements of my side and bottom panels are 3 inches each. So 3 inches wide and 10 inches long for the side panels, 3 inches wide and 8 inches long for the bottom panel. So we're going to fix our materials on them now and place gum on it. Okay, so now I've gummed around all my panels. This is my lining panel, and this is my side panels, ankara combination for my side panels. Okay, I've already applied gum on both sides, and I'm going to place now, just like we do in normal box. I'm going to place the side panels now on the sides of the inner panel, that's the lining. Okay, I've already applied my gum, so once it gets dried now, just place them over, and then you can move over to fix in the bottom panel. Okay, now I've fixed in my side panel. You can see that I didn't fix it completely to the end. That's because I want to fix the bottom panel first before closing the side panels. So I'm going to apply gum now on those parts, and then on the sides of the bottom panel, one part, that's the lining part of the bottom panel, and then fold it over on the edges of both the lining and the side panels. Okay, so I'm going to place my side panel, bottom panel now on the 2 front and back panels, and then we can now fold over the side panels and move on. Okay, you can either do it this way, or you can first of all place your bottom panel, then arrange over your, just the way I separated my bottom panel. This time around you'll be separating the side panels, okay, and then you place your bottom panel over the side panels, that's over the lining of the side panels, and then the Ankara fabric will just be placed on top and folded, the edge will be folded in and placed on top. Or another way is for you to measure together your front and your back panels. You measure your bottom panel together with, it's just like we do in our four-cornered box bags. Okay, you just measure your bottom panel together with your front and back panel, so that when you just you just be attaching your side panels to it. Okay, but when you do that, the marco and the carry board will still be cut separately. It's just the fabric you are going to cut together. So you just place the marco on it, and then you can just put your side panels and you are good to go. Okay, so let me just complete my bottom panel now. So you have different ways you can actually fix your bottom panel to it. Whichever way is more comfortable with you, for you, is all good. Just look for the way that is more convenient for you and work with it. Okay, so I'm going to apply gum here now and fold it over, and then I can place my side panel directly on it, and then we can now go ahead and fix the zip panels. And okay, before fixing the zip panels, put the top of the bottom panel, and then we can now go ahead and fix the zip panel. So let's first of all close this bottom panel, and then we can go ahead and fix the zip panel. So now I can apply gum on top of the bottom panel now and the side panels, and then fold in the line, that's the leather part of the bottom panel now, across the marco, and then we just place directly on top of this. Okay, then we can now go ahead and fix the zip, and then the front and back panel. Okay, so now I've already fixed the bottom, other parts of the bottom panel. It's time to fix the zip panel. Just like we did our zip in our box bag, you make your zip panel, and then instead of sewing on the lining, we are going to be gumming at the side. So fold over now the edges of the zip panel to the sides, and then we can apply gum on every part of both the lining and the main fabric, that's the leather, and then just place them directly on both sides so that our bag can be complete. You can see how I folded the edge. I still have some finishing work to do at the bottom. So that's how we just fold down the bottom part. Okay, so now I've already fixed the zip panel, and the bottom panel, the side panel, the main panels of my bag, and I equally fixed chain handle at its side. If you like, you can put these eyelets on them. It's because of the design I used, I couldn't put eyelets on them. So this is how it's going to look.